Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I want to say I can't believe it's Friday already. It goes super quick here, but we are in Dubai. There is a lot going on. Feel completely safe. Just going to add that most people are just walking around just like it's an ordinary day here in Dubai. So it's not as bad as what you see on the news and in the media. And I'm not sure where all this hate from the UK is coming from towards their fellow British citizens that have decided to leave the UK. But you know, it is what it is. It's disappointing to see, but ultimately, everybody here in Dubai seems perfectly safe, and yeah, like it seems. And I know it's a big thing going on, but it seems massively exaggerated in the media, and a lot of the pictures that you see, you know, that isn't like a true reflection of what is actually happening here in Dubai. And I know a lot of people are saying influencers are paid. I'm not paid to say anything. This is just my opinion, but we've got a lot to dig into. I don't want to get bogged down with everything that's going on here in Dubai, and get into a lot of the politics and everything. Let's keep to the actual content, right? We're building a crypto portfolio. Let's get to the portfolio here. We're still down in the dumps, you know, but we've got a good, strong portfolio. At least I believe that it's a strong crypto portfolio. And just like that, we've got the alarms of incoming missiles. So just excuse that aspect of things. Um, yeah, look, we're going to continue to dollar cost average into this portfolio. I think that this portfolio is, you know, it's a really strong portfolio. That's kind of my views on it. Although we are down 51.36% for all time. Um, you know, we've lost 3,611.41 pounds. You know, we've got 3,423 pounds 63. But look, like, I'm not concerned. I am, you know, less concerned about this than I am about being in Dubai right now. Jokes aside, I'm really not planning on leaving Dubai. I love it here. I've made a home here and feel completely safe. But yeah, putting everything to one side, I feel confident in this portfolio. I've got a lot of conviction in it, got just as much conviction as staying in Dubai. So yeah, look, for me, we've got solid projects in here. We've got Midnight for compliant privacy. We've got Chainlink, which is oracles, and oracles are a requirement. They're not a nice to have, they're a must have. We've got XRP. We can see everything that's going on with those guys. Solana, solid. Ethereum, solid. Like, it's a really solid portfolio when we actually break down the analysis of it. You know, we've got a really good, you know, set of exposure to a lot of these assets. So I'm comfortable with this portfolio, and we're going to continue to build it. So look, we're going to start with our first investment. We're going to continue that, and we're going to get some midnight NITE tokens. So if we go over to our spot here, we're on NITE already. We're going to buy market. We're going to buy 20% of what we've got in our, you know, our pockets to spend. So we're going to buy midnight there. The next one that I want to buy is XRP, right? It's down 12.31% in the last month. Again, I think this one's going to do really well. So again, we want to just increase our exposure when it comes to XRP. It's at 9%. Be nice to get that sort of above the 10% mark. So let's get some more XRP. Let's actually have a look. Trade history. What did we bought NITE. Obviously, it's broken it up into different amounts. How much we got left? We've got 84. So if we go and buy 24% XRP, we'll buy that. And then next, I want to get some Solana. So we're down 8.8 66% or 68%. I can't see it. The screen's so small. So let's get some Solana. Helps if I go to the right tab, doesn't it? We'll go to Solana. Again, I think Solana's going to do very, very well. We want to get basically 33% of what's remaining. We're going to go and buy some Sol. And then next on the list, I want to get some Hyperliquid. The reason why I'm going after Hyperliquid is I think that it's got an awful lot of transactions. A lot of people are there. Lots of people utilizing this platform, and it's really low on our exposure list. Right, it's down in the other. I want to get it kind of, in this sort of section here, maybe above Litecoin, below Ethereum's kind of where I want to have it in our portfolio. So we'll get some hype. We're going to buy 50% of what's remaining. And then finally, I mentioned it earlier, Chainlink is a must-have, not a nice-to-have in my humble opinion. So we're going to add some Chainlink to our portfolio here. So we're just going to type in link. And we're going to buy 100% of what's remaining in Chainlink. And there we go. So we've bought those. If we go to our trade history, we've bought 2.38 Chainlink. So let's get that added to the portfolio here. Link 2.38. Get that added to the list there. Next was on our list was hype. So we'll get hype added. There we go. And then we'll add our next to the list, which was Solana. Then we add XRP, which it actually bucketed it up. So let's just have a look at how many XRP we got. We got 8.99 and we got 5.49. So that's what, 14.48 XRP. And then we've got NITE. So let's add up all the NITE that we've purchased, because again, it's just bucketed it all up. So let me just add that up now. I mean, I don't think there's a lot of people selling NITE, which is crazy. So yeah, it's kind of like bucketing it all up into very small amounts. I mean, people are selling like 35, 37 at a time. Which is crazy to me. So we bought, we get NITE on here, 349.9 0.25. And then if we have a look at the portfolio now, it gives us more of an idea. So we've got Hype's just 2% of our portfolio now. So we're starting to see that increase in our portfolio, which is great. We've got XRP at 9.34. It'd be nice to see that go a little bit higher. XRP, Solana 6.62. So again, good to see that improving. But yeah, look, I think this is a solid crypto portfolio. I think it's going to go on to actually perform. I know that, you know, like whenever you do anything that, you know, can be scrutinized, it's always scrutinized, and people always say bad things. It doesn't matter what you do in life. If you're somewhat successful, people are going to hate on you and try to pull you down. If you're doing really bad for yourself, people are still going to put you down and say that you're never going to get out of the hole that you're in. Like, you just cannot win, right? So for me, do what, you know, makes you happy. If you're investing in cryptocurrency, you know, do your own research. Never invest more than you're willing to lose, because you do risk losing all of your money. And I think, you know, people will look at my portfolio that I'm building here, right? And they will, you know, they will look at the fact that you're down 50% or 51%. And they will say that you're never going to get out of this hole, and this is terrible, and look how bad you are at, you know, investing in cryptocurrency or investing full stop. But ultimately, we're somewhere near the bottom. Dollar cost averaging into the right assets, and that's the hard bit right now, is probably going to be a very lucrative thing to be doing in the future, particularly with the way that crypto's going. So I think that it's small-minded. It's more a reflection of the people saying stuff than it is what's being said about the people actually taking action. And look, I'm comfortable, as I said earlier in today's video, but you shouldn't just follow people blindly. So do your own research. Never invest more than you're willing to lose, because you do risk losing all of your money if you invest in cryptocurrency. Speak to a financial advisor before making any investment decisions. I'm not a financial advisor, so, you know, take what I say with a pinch of salt. Treat this purely as entertainment purposes only. And yeah, join us in the free educational Discord, link in the description of today's video. I'd love to have more meaningful conversations with you in the free educational Discord. Like I say, link in the description down below, and I will catch you in the next video.